Hey guys, G here. So today we're going to be looking at the Foxtrot 2 weapon mount light. It's going to be my new compact light going forward for my Walther PDP. I was running a Streamlight TLR 7A on it. Very popular light, nothing wrong with it. I still like it. If I had another firearm laying around, I would throw this on, right? Before we begin, let's go ahead and do a quick safety check. The firearm is empty. She is unloaded. So, look at what the box, right? Enough with the box. Now, let's check out the light here. And I have to say, this actually looks way better on my Walther than the Streamlight. You know, it doesn't have a big flood, but it does have a very bright hot spot. My dumb behind wanted to test out how bright this thing is, so I point blanked flashed myself, and for about good 30 minutes, man, my eyes was searing with that hot spot, man. It was not pleasant. So it took a while for my eyes to adjust from this. But this is what it looks like. No, I'm not pointing at myself. Right? Now, it does come with different size switches. So if you wanted to, like, I guess, change the size of the switches, you can do so with, with a, I guess, a star, or I guess a hex, wrench. Let me see. What is it? What is it here? Torx wrench, T8 Torx wrench, right? So those come with one if you wanted to change it out, which is pretty cool. Look at this thing. It just goes well with the firearm. I'm so impressed. I'm not finished with the Walther PDP. I still need to set up my night sight. Anyways, for the most part, man, I'm very pleased with how this firearm turned out. Maybe down the line I may change to the Overwatch precision trigger. I'm not really in a rush. Let's go ahead and take the flashlight off the firearm so you guys can see. And the switches, they're not hard, man. They easily press. They're very soft switches. So if that's something that concerns you, hey, just be more mindful on your presses, yeah? Okay, so. Oh, also, the battery is front loading, so you don't have to ever take this light off to change the battery, right? Let me take this off. There. Let's put the firearm back on the mounts. Okay, so here's the this is the Picatinny adapter plate. On the gun, you can slide it back and forth, which is cool. Whoop. ND, I gave my position away. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I love it. It's 4 levels. It already sticks out far enough from the PDP as it is. So it'll be interesting to see what it looks like in my Glock. I don't feel like doing all that right now. I should take out the Surefire X300 for this comparison. We have the 3 comparisons. Size comparison real quick. He also, T. Elson also did a size comparison, and I'm like, oh, it's close to the same size, right? It's just that the light sticks out quite a bit. Just put the pen away. That's your sizes. Right, so the Foxtrot 2 is a little bit on the larger side. Side to side comparison. But it is like more narrower and this is more fatter. So that does affect slightly how it sits in the holster, which I'll be talking about in a minute. But yeah, they're pretty comparable. to the point where I actually can get away with using this in the Armsman, which is basically set up for the Streamlight TLR 7A, right? All right, so here, let's put this down. Comparison with the Surefire X300. Hopefully you guys can catch this, right? Okay. So, a side-by-side comparison. Okay. So, that's what it looks like. All right. Let's see if we can set up for a night shot here. Let's go ahead and shut these lights off. On the left side, we're gonna have the Foxtrot 2, right? There it is. So for me, that's a high focus beam. Now on the right hand side will be the Streamlight TLR 7A. Okay, so it's more floody. It is a little bit wider. As far as, I guess, the diameter of the hotspot for the Streamlight compared to the focus beam on the SIG Foxtrot 2, which is on the left side. So we got Streamlight Foxtrot 2. Okay, now let's go ahead and compare the Surefire X300 to the Foxtrot 2. So here's the Surefire X300 on the right side. So it's very, very floody. It's pretty wide. On the left side, Foxtrot 2. The beams are definitely different. Of course, Surefire's very, very floody. I hope to one day acquire the X300 Turbo. But on the left side, Foxtrot 2. Right side, Surefire X300. Okay. Surefire X300. Foxtrot 2. Okay. Cool. Now let's go ahead and reset up here. Okay, so let's look at the switch. So right now, out the box, it comes with momentary down. If you hold it down, right? So here's your momentary. Just hold it down. It's just, you know, small little bit of pressure. That's it. Now for constant, all you gotta do is press down. That's it. And you can program it. So here's up. Right, constant up. Momentary set on down. So you can do that basically. You probably can reverse it. Same thing for the right side, right? Again, this comes out the box as the default setting. That's constant, momentary down. All right, now let's go ahead and put this back on. Make sure you set the setting far forward, right? Press in on the screw, widen it out as much as you can, press on the screw, and go on the very last rung, right? On the last pick and see rail, right? So slide it on, push in there, and then there. And then just adjust it to the way you need it to. And then take your flathead or a coin and just, you know, turn it. So you just turn it, then quarter turn. It's no wobble whatsoever. That's another thing that impressed me. It's very tight on there. Not so tight that it could impede the flex on the polymer, right? Now, like I said, with the size comparison, it is close enough where, you know, I can get away with this, right? Again, it sticks slightly slightly more than the Streamlight, but it goes in there. It fits. Trigger guard is still covered, right? Just want to make, yep, trigger guard is still covered, right? Can't really get nothing in there. The mag button you don't have to worry about it getting depressed, even though it's not as close to the edge of the Kydex, right? And then you still have the shelf guard here for the mag button, so you're not gonna press nothing with this. If you look at how the light sits in here, right? And the muzzle is nice and to the edge. With the Streamlight, the muzzle will stick out by like 1/8 of an inch. So that's pretty much it. It's got good retention. I don't have to worry about this thing coming out. Also, with these on the screw, give me a moment. These screws got these little tooth lugs here that stick out quite a bit, so it does grab. It is very grabby inside a holster, so it helps with, definitely helps with the retention, but it will wear in after a while. So yeah, so this is it for me. I'm pretty sure if I can get away with running SIG Foxtrot 2 and a Streamlight TLR7 holster, it's probably the same across the board. So hope you guys like this review. You guys stay safe out there. As always, carry on.